In the 1960s, 3 Mariner spacecraft flew by Mars and photographed about 10% of the surface. Gone were the canals, gone were the cities, gone the brilliant and sinister Martians. The photographs revealed a cratered landscape much like the moon, waterless and apparently hostile to life.
If you look at the history of Mars, you would almost think that Mars has a conspiracy to confuse us as to what it's all about.
And then in 1975, 2 Viking spacecraft were launched, each of which was programmed to land a robot on the Martian surface.
If we'd have just landed on Mars and gotten no science data, we would not have considered that we had had a success. It was really obtaining the data, learning about Mars, unlocking some of the mystery of Mars is what Viking was all about, and what all of us involved in the program were really excited about participating in.
23 Gs, 2,600 feet, 188 feet per second.
So the engine
0.6 Gs. 20 feet per 366 feet, 73 feet per second. ACS is close to vertical.
So we're coming down, straight down.
Nav is green for touchdown. ACS is green, 1.5 degrees per second max, 0.2 Gs. 8 feet per second. Touchdown, we have touchdown. Engine is on. Fantastic. We're looking good.
Yes, we have a touchdown time of 12 hours, 12 minutes, 07.1 seconds.
I'm assuming that we must be sitting right on the X. So that's the smooth area. So everybody just did fabulous and couldn't be more pleased. Thank you.
When it landed on that day, I mean, it was the ultimate examination. I mean, it was the way to see had everybody done their job. And the exciting thing was everybody had done their job, no matter how big or how small that job might have been.
Yeah, I tell you, I remember cheering in my little control room office along with several other people, and high fives and handshakes and hugs. It was amazing. Everything was working, and that was a terrific moment. We probably had the most talented team of engineers you could find. When you consider the fact that we had no visibility, no imagery. If you take a look at the first color picture, you see this big rock out there called Big Joe. That was about 25 or 30 feet from the lander. If we had hit that rock, the lander would have been smashed, turned over, upset. We had no hazard avoidance whatsoever, just a lot of luck, if you will.
Viking helped us learn an awful lot about Mars, but you're not going to solve something as complicated as Mars with one mission.
What is the big step that we've made? We've said Viking has accomplished a great deal. What is that big step or steps? And mainly, what is the direction of the next step?
Now, if the biology of Mars is localized in a few places, then you have to find those places, and it's very difficult to do that without roving vehicles. I think rover is the obvious and best next step.
The legacy that comes from Viking is not just the data that got returned. It's the
Delta II rocket carrying NASA on an odyssey back to Mars.
The usual attitude disturbances through the thick atmosphere and the Mach buffeting. We are now supersonic.
The ultimate is going to be for humans to go. And that's going to happen. If there's a young engineer or scientist out there listening to this, nothing could be more rewarding than to get involved in the Mars program. When I look back on my career, I couldn't stack up anything that would be more exciting or more important